you go past. 잠깐만. 스케일 한번 틀어보고 어쨌든 집 나온 거니까.
Joining the manhunt.
The manhunt continues. Police reports discovering the horrific body. 6 years have passed by.
I think I'm scared of all the signs. Don't ever leave me alone at night. I think I'm scared, I don't know why. Just leave the lights on and close the blinds. 'Cause I'm a scaredy cat. Please no more heart attacks. 'Cause I'm a scaredy cat. Please no more heart attacks. I think I'm scared, I have no time. I scream out loud just to see if I'm alive. I think I'm scared, I don't know why. So leave the lights on, I'll stay inside. 'Cause I'm a scaredy cat. Please no more heart attacks. Okay, that's hello everyone. 오늘은 today 그냥 뭔가 기분이 좋아서 라이브 한번 켜봤어요. It felt pretty happy today, so decided to jump on live. I think I'm going to be on Instagram a little bit more. I was just very busy. 좀 많이 바빴어요. 약간 이 뮤비도 그렇고 I was like constantly working on the video for this to the very end, and I think because of that I was very occupied, so had to step away from like social media and stuff like that. 한동안 이게 너무 일이 너무 많아져가지고 SNS 이런 거를 자주 못했네요. 네. 근데 뭐 이제는 일이 더 많아지겠죠? I think my work is gonna start flowing in a little bit more. So today is more of like a fun. I'll get to answer your questions. 오늘은 그냥 조금 칠하게 라이브를 해볼 생각인데 뭐 질문이나 뭐 이런 거를 조금 대답을 해주고 yeah I'll be answering a lot of your questions and stuff like that. So how exciting. How exciting. As you can see, my hair's it's grown a little bit more from last time. I did cut it before, but 머리를 잘랐죠? 예. 그래서 오늘은 그냥 제가 자주 듣는 즐겨 듣는 막 이런 뭐 노래들이나 이런 걸 할게요. So I'm just I'll turn on some songs. I'm not sure if stuff gets copyrighted. I think it does. 일단은 I hope everyone's enjoying the album. 다들 앨범 좀 즐겨 들었으면 하는 바람이고. What's your favorite songs on the album? 좋아하는 노래, 제일 좋아하는 노래 제목. What's your favorite song on the album? I'm curious. Someone says Nerves. I like Nerves. Nerves is good too. 저는 선택하기 되게 어려워요. I have a very hard time choosing what's my favorite song. Welcome to the show. Dope Lovers. Dope Lovers 좋지. It's funny. I like all the songs, but it's like it keeps changing. I think it depends on the mood.
Dope Lovers was actually one of my favorite songs on the album. Dope Lovers가 옛날에는 제일 좋아했던 곡이었고, 그래서 막 고민을 했는데 그걸 타이틀로 할지 뭐 할지. I was like wondering if I should make that into a title or something. But then it changed to Nerves, and then it changed to No Silhouette, and then it went to the intro. I really like the intro because that's just, you know, it just embodies the songs that I like. Dope Lovers을 들어볼까? I like Dope Lovers. Yeah, it's funny. Like when I was making this, 이걸 만들었을 때 초반에는 그렇게 좋은지 몰랐어요. I didn't know if it was that good in the beginning. Obviously the draft, but then after mixing it and listening to that, it sounded really good, you know. Dope Lovers을 한번 들어볼까? Dope Lovers.
You're smiling, I'm sorry. She's vibing, no compass. When I live, you're dying. When I'm falling, you falling. You're smiling, I'm sorry. She's vibing, no compass. When I live, you're dying. When I'm falling, you're falling. Dope lover, you'd say no number. I like your face. I'm just here for two, lying next to you. So gone to the point I can't believe this was all from a kiss. You stay for this, you stay for this, you live for this, 'cause I just need your smile.
지금 목소리가 많이 쉬어가지고 방금 녹음 끝냈거든요. I just finished recording, and yeah, my voice is kind of out right now. So that's probably why my voice is a little raspy, but because I just finished recording something. I'm not gonna tell you what. But it's yeah, it's a pretty, I like the song. 노래 다 좋다고요? 감사합니다. 아휴, 감사합니다. Yeah, but thank you. 당신은 너무 아름답다. 본인이 더 아름답습니다. So so it's funny because the packaging for Mito, I'm not sure if you got your copy. If you have your copy, then great. But kudos to Scott for coming up with the idea. I thought the packaging was brilliant, genius. 되게 좀 진짜 한 번도 보지 못한 그런 거여가지고. 딱 손만 하죠, 그쵸? 손만 하죠. But yeah, it's a pretty nifty packaging. You know. By the way, I love all the versions that you guys are sending me of your packaging. 잘 보고 있어요. 일단은 unboxing 영상도 많이 보고 있고, I'm watching a lot of people unbox it. So I've been watching that on YouTube and on Twitter and all that. And I've been watching a lot of all the reaction videos. Reaction 영상들도 다 계속 보고 있고, I'm watching all the reaction videos, and I love it. I love how you guys are picking apart the story, and I could say like a lot of the times some of the theories are very on point. 되게 정확하고 사람들이 이런 스토리라인이나 이런 거를 되게 잘 파악하는 것 같아요. 그래서 너무 신기하면서 되게 너무나 정확한 그런 것들도 있고. Yeah. So yeah, kudos to you. Very good. Yeah. So I mean, I keep it rolling. I love it. I love watching it. 되게 재밌어. And it's funny. 되게 재밌는 게 it's pretty funny because all the music videos, 전체적인 뮤직 비디오를 보면 a lot of the music videos, if you see it, well, technically, the characters that I play, 그 캐릭터, 그 안에 있는 캐릭터들이 사실 되게 제가 평소와 되게 달라요. I'm very different from all the characters that I've played up till now in the music video, and that's kind of what I want. I kind of want people to see that, and then when they see me in real life, to be like, 매치가 안 돼가지고 이렇게 비슷한가? 약간 조금 I want people to be kind of shocked with like, how is that person that person? 약간 조금 그 배우요? 아니 근데 제가 연기 잘하는 것도 아니고 뭐 해본 적이 없고 이래가지고 사실 많이 불안했어요. I was very worried. But I kind of wanted that. I wanted people to see the character that I portray, not yeah. I kind of wanted people to understand the character that I played. So a lot of times actually all the time I had to step out of my box to play that character. And honestly, it was pretty embarrassing a lot of times because 사실 되게 많이 민망하고 그랬어요. 왜냐면 why I was embarrassed a lot of times is because honestly, yeah, like I haven't been in front of the camera for a very long time. And So Beautiful is the first music video that I shot, and it was very I was just worried because 컨셉은 진짜 뭔가 기똥차게 이렇게 막 만들어놨는데 막상 이제 제가 제가 플레이어로서 다 해야 되는 건데 이제 그걸 생각을 못했죠. I didn't think twice about like me having to act that, because honestly it was the concept like in my head that seemed really like brilliant at the time, but I forgot that I had to act that out. So I made it extremely hard on me, so I had to execute it. Yeah. Yeah, but it was pretty hard. Yeah. 좀 어려웠죠. Nerves. How you doing? Hi, how you doing? Thank you. One thing that helped me a lot when I was, I guess, acting, 제가 진짜 도움이 엄청 됐던 팁 하나 알려드리자면, 저도 사람인데 당연히 민망하죠. 약간 특히나 저 사람들 앞에서 I'll talk in English and now translate in Korean. I think the hardest thing about going into this was I was performing in front of all the people that I was very close with. It's kind of embarrassing, right? Like if you like my friends, the the camera team, the art team, and all people that have known me for being a director, not really a singer or an actor. So it was pretty embarrassing because I'm a human too. But I had to kind of brainwash myself, thinking that this isn't me going onto stage. This is like somebody else. That somebody else is like, for example, Maido. And I had to think of the character that I wanted to play. So everything that I did on screen isn't who I am, like in real life. It's just merely it's an act, but there is a certain part of me that's attached to that, you know. And yeah, like I had to just believe that someone else was walking on stage, and I was like I all of a sudden I just dropped everything and I went for it. 근데 진짜 너무 민망하긴 했죠. 그러니까 제가 거기 뭐 카메라 앞에 갔었을 때 제 앞에 있는 사람들이 다 지인들이거나 저를 이때까지 감독으로만 밖에 알던 분들이어가지고 사실 그 사람들 앞에서 이렇게 막 연기를 한다는 게 되게 좀 낯설고 되게 좀 민망하고 막 이랬거든요. 근데 어쨌든 제가 하고 싶었던 캐릭터나 이런 건 어쨌든 되게 뚜렷하고 해가지고 제가 아닌 그 캐릭터가 연기를 한다고 생각을 하면 이제 사실 저처럼 하면 안 되는 거죠. 그 캐릭터처럼 이제 제가 어떻게든 몰입이 돼가지고 해야 되는 건데 처음에는 적응하기 힘들었죠. 근데 나중에는 그 세뇌를 계속 시키니까 되더라고요. 근데 뭐 잘했다고 생각하진 않아요. 근데 더 늘어야죠. 뭐. Ganteng. Okay. I know that means handsome. 아저씨 잘생겼어요. 맞아요. 저 아저씨예요. 저 아저씨예요. 아저씨죠. 이제. 맞아요. 안녕. 제가 한국말 할 때랑 영어 할 때랑 달라질 수밖에 없는 이유. 약간 이런 거죠. 제가 영어가 아무래도 편하죠. 근데 한국말 할 때는 생각하면서 해야 돼요. Why is it that the voice changes when I do Korean and English? English is my first language, but I guess when I when I speak in English, I don't have to think of what I'm going to say. But when I speak in Korean, I have to like think of what I'm going to say. And because I'm thinking and saying it, like my voice goes up, 약간 그런 거죠. 약간 제 한국 친구도 약간 영어 할 때 생각하면서 이제 영어를 해야 되니까 목소리가 올라가잖아요. 톤이. 약간 좀 그런 것 같아요. You need your real Australian accent back. I know. You know what? It's funny because when I go to Australia, when I go back to Australia, it takes 2 hours to get my Australian accent back because of one of my mates. 제가 지금 호주 억양이 많이 죽었어요. 사람들이 많이 죽었다고 하는데. 근데 이제 호주로 다시 돌아가면 한 2시간 만에 다시 돌아와요. 호주 억양이 너무 세서. 저는 영계국어. 그러면 영계국어? 언어를 아무것도 모른다는 건가? 이안 인사해주세요. 안녕하세요. So yeah, I mean that's the fun part of it. Thank you. I've been reading all your comments. 댓글 다 보고 막 이러는데 되게 너무나 좋은 말씀들 많이 해가지고 진짜 감동이네요. I've been reading a lot of the comments and I can honestly say I'm extremely happy that you guys are enjoying it and loving it. I hope you fall into the Mito world that I'm going to be further creating and further exploring. 제가 저번에 말씀드렸지만 이제 시작이고 이 세계관이 이제 막 시작이 된 거고. It's just the beginning. So the what do you call it? This universe is now unraveling. 저 뮤비 썸네일 안 귀엽다고요? 제가 그것 때문에 제 지인들이랑 엄청 고민했어요. 사실 너무 웃기게 생겨가지고 약간 호빵맨처럼 생겨서. So a thumbnail for Scaredy Cat, I had to think a lot. I was going back and forth with that because Rem and John and everyone, they were like, you should do it. A lot of the members were like, you should do it. but I kind of, it looked pretty funny, so I was like, oh, I don't know. I think when people see that, I don't think they would want to click on that. 사람들이 그거 보면 안 누를 것 같아서 제가 그걸 봐도 안 들어갈 것 같아요. 세계관 앞으로 어떻게 풀릴지 너무 기대돼요. So someone said they're looking forward to how all this is gonna play out. 저도 사실 되게 기대돼요. 어떻게 될지 저도 너무 궁금해서. 근데 뭐 어쨌든 I'm a very open person. I'm very curious. I'm a scaredy cat. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you guys like scaredy cat. No silhouette 너무 좋아요. I like no silhouette too. 아 맞다. I remember when I first started making So Beautiful, that was my favorite song at the time. So Beautiful이, I remember this was my favorite song at the time. 그리고 데모를 들려주자면, so I have a demo, but originally it sounded very different. 뭐야? 마이크가 켜져 있네. 잠깐만요. 켜졌다고? So this was a sketch that I had in the beginning. 원래 이런 sketch였어요. This was before we recorded the live strings. So this is the guide that I made on the computer before the real strings. Yeah. Sounds very different. This is the real strings. Sorry. 근데 string 안 할 때 되게 다르죠? It's different. Before mixing, so it sounds very off.
I think I got my sight for you. I don't mean to let it through.
So it's very different. It's very different. It's in this most rawest form. 제일 생 느낌, 제일 생적인 느낌이고, it's very different. Dope Lovers was very different too. When I first made that sketch, 다 지금 스케치 들려주는 건데, I remember when I first made it, oh god, I forgot what it was called. 뭐였더라? 뭐였지? 아씨, 뭐였더라? 뭔데? 까먹었어. I forgot. I had all these sketches. I don't know. I think it's in my different computer. But originally it was very different. 맞아요. 저 행복해요. I've all the instrumentals, you know. 그리고 원래 괜찮아요, 호빵맨. 어이구, 저 호빵맨 아니에요. 하지만 아침에는 호빵맨처럼 생겼어요. I look like 호빵맨. It's a character, but I look like that in the morning. I have a lot of songs. Honestly, I have about like 50 songs. 노래 한 50개가 있어요. 근데 그 중에 이제 앨범을 줄이게 된 건데, so out of like 50 songs, I had to choose 8, and it was the hardest decision of my life. So yeah, 그 50개 중에 8개를 고르는 게 너무 힘들었어요. It was very hard. Yeah, there's a lot of songs. I just don't. There's a lot of songs which I don't think I'm ever gonna release. Yeah, 진짜 너무 많아가지고. 들려줄까? Should I let you guys listen? Should I let you guys listen to some of them? No. Should I? 어차피 다 버리는 곡들인데 뭐. Nerves 너무 좋아요. 아, 감사합니다. Nerves가 그거 만들 때 진짜 온갖 감정을 담아서 만든 노래여서 진짜 힘들었어요. 근데 좋아해 주셔서 감사합니다. Thank you so much for liking it. Let's see. 뭐가 있을까? 이렇게 많은데 이게 왠지 뭔가 나중에 할 것 같기도 하고. I feel like there's a lot of songs where I might drop the song Don't Be Shy. What is this? Anyway, that's all. 뭐 그런 것도 있고. 아, 맞다. 이것도 있었지. Sometimes
I fall too fast. No pillows where I crash. Sometimes I look at you, hoping this moment would just last. Sometimes I'll tell the truth. It's not like somehow you knew.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Sometimes I fall too fast. No pillows where I crash. Sometimes I look at you, hoping this moment would just last. Sometimes I'll tell the truth. It's not like somehow you knew. Sometimes I know I'm shy.
아무튼 뭐 여기까지. 뭐 이런 노래도 있고요. 이건 버리는 곡. I'm gonna throw this away. So I'm not gonna. It's songs called Sometimes, but I don't think I'll release it. So there's a lot of songs. 약간 좀 이런 거랑 되게 비슷하게. There's a lot of songs that I made specifically because I wanted it to apply to the story, and I wanted it to also apply at certain times of the process that I go through later on, you know. So there's that song. 뭐 그런 노래도 있고. Hi from Vietnam. Hello. So yeah, there's a lot of songs that I want to release later as well. I think, but I don't know, because I make like a song a day, almost. 진짜 하루에 노래 하나씩은 만드는 것 같아요. 그게 뭔가 뭐 그냥 뭔가 만들고 싶어서 그냥 그게 안 만들면 잠이 안 오더라고요. So if I don't make a song, it kind of bothers me. I don't know why. I have this weird thing, and I just maybe because I have a lot to say, but after if I don't make a song by the end of the day, I usually have a hard time sleeping. 진짜 잠들기 힘들어요. 그래서 노래를 그러니까 할 말이 많은가 봐요. 아니면 표현하고 싶은 게 되게 많은 것 같아서 그런 거를 많이 하는 것 같아요. 네. 캐릭터도 많이 해보고 싶고. Yeah. Someday I'll love to go to Peru again. Like I said, I love traveling, but due to the circumstances in the world right now, it's a little hard, obviously. But when everything starts coming down, I'm definitely gonna travel again and hopefully tour with the whole crew. 진짜 투어만 진짜 공연 나중에 이제 풀리면 공연하는 거를 너무 하고 싶어서 사람들 앞에서. Yes, I guess you could say that my happy pill is writing songs and making videos and stuff like that. My voice is thank you. I can talk to you guys if I can't sleep. Yeah. 뭐 그런 게 있고요. Hope to see you soon in Thailand. Absolutely. 가끔가 인도네시아로 와주세요. I would love to go to Indonesia again. Jakarta. What am I going? I will go. I'll definitely go to Indonesia. 또 질문. Anyone have a question? It could 나중에 뭐 노래 추천 같은 것도 받을게요. 무슨 라디오인 것 같긴 한데. Dude, I see you all over Pinterest. I don't know what that is, but okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Can you show us Nerves demo version? Oh yeah. Nerves demo version이 많이 달라요. 많이 다르진 않은데 I sing differently. It changed a little. This is more raw, obviously, so it might sound weird. So 그냥 양해 부탁할게요. 좀 생이라서 좀 이상할 수도 있어요. So this was the original. So this is before the.
Hey girl, I heard you're leaving town. Hey girl,
Before the tune and everything.
hey girl,
It's just a raw voice, so it's weird.
That's what I'll tell myself when you lie down tonight. So many times I cut off, held on, I still can't believe I left you alone. It tore me down to pieces. You'll never know how much I wish I never let you go. Hi, how you doing? I heard you seem to be happy now.
So that's the raw version of Nerves. As you can tell, it sounds very sounds very off. But anyway, it sounds more weak and stuff like that. So I mean, that's the original raw version. 되게 쌩이어가지고 좀 듣기가 좀 힘들었는데 감사합니다. 뭐 이런 노래도 있고. What's this? What is this? 아하. 그게 아닌데. That's Dope Lovers, in case you guys didn't know. 아니 노래들이 되게 많은데 So I'm just looking through my history. Sometimes 다시 들려주면 안 되냐고요? 안 돼요. 노래 잘 듣고 있어요. 감사합니다. 제가 나 진짜 너무나 만족해요. 그런 소리 들을 때마다. 왜냐면 그렇게 너무나 해주고 싶어서 라이브 버전도 해줄게요. 네. Filming in the Stray Jacket was pretty hard. 뭐야 이거 Stray Jacket 한국말로 이름 모르겠네. 이거를 Scaredy Cat 뮤비에 이걸 입고 when I was wearing that in Scaredy Cat, it was hard because you couldn't you literally can't move. So I had to really push my limits when I was acting that. But it wasn't just 이거 한다고 뭐 I had to also create the actions. So I really I really had to take that apart. So it was really hard. Yeah. Obviously you can't move, but it was I think more than that it was hard for me to do it, It was hard for me to I don't know, do that and my expressions, I had to keep that and play. It was pretty hard. I don't know. I'm not that good of an I'm not an actor. I'm not that good of an actor, so it's kind of awkward for me. What other songs? I think there's a lot of demos that I have. There's a cover that I did for one of Arctic Monkeys songs. 얼굴이 너무 재미가 있다고요? 감사합니다. 재밌게 해드려서 너무 좋네요, 기분이. Yeah. I remember I liked Arctic Monkeys, so I did a cover for one of the songs. I have that here. 너를 한번 봐서 Immaculate Taste. But it sounds very different from the original, so 이거 커버한 곡이 하나 있는데 옛날에. So if you want to hear this, I'm sure you know what song this is. So I remember I like this song, so I did a cover for this, but it sounds a bit different, I think.
Have you got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that fear that you can't shift a type that sits around like something in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I've dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my city. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go, was sort of hoping that you'd stay.
뭐 이런 것도 있고요. So after I made this cover from Arctic Monkeys, I was kind of inspired to make a song. 그리고 이거 듣고 이제 이거 하고 이제 노래를 막 이제 만들기 시작했는데, so I made a song called Spoon and Fork. 근데 이거는 안 낼 것 같은데 I don't think I'll ever release this song. Nor do I even know where that song is. 뭔데요? 없네. 기다려. 찾아야 되겠다. So, I mean, 너무 밝다 진짜. So I did that cover because I really like that song. Obviously, I can't do it as good as the original. 이건 것 같긴 한데.
Tonight we sat.
Oh shit. 이거는 제가 만든 건데. So this song is this is the song that I made right after I did for the Arctic Monkeys, but I don't think I'm gonna release this song. So which is why I can let you guys hear it now. But it's a very like runway type of song. 뭔가 되게 런웨이에서 나올 것 같은 노래여가지고. It's very simple. It just has a bass. But yeah, I'll kind of 들려줄게. I'll just let you listen to it a little bit.
Tonight we sat down, play the wine on our face, and somehow, just somehow, you got my message from the taste. Now baby, I know what you're thinking, but I was just dropping you off here. Oh shit. Matter of fact, I love what you're eating, so let's get the spoon and fuck now. I think you're drunk now.
Yeah, so 와, 오늘은 그냥 너무 많은 노래들을 너무 공개하네. So that one. I don't think I'm ever gonna release that, but which is why I can let you guys hear it now, because I'm not gonna release it. And it was just a song that I wanted to try out at that time, with just a simple bass line, because I've always liked simple bass lines, and I honestly think a lot of the core songs that people get really addicted to are the songs that have the most simplest melodies or catchy riffs, and then you kind of do most of the singing over it that glues it together. It's the character. So so that was Spin and Fork. 그리고 마지막으로 하나만 더 들려드릴까요? So I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm looking through my library. Maybe there's a story to one of the things that 뭔가 이 스토리가 있는 노래들이면 좋긴 하지. 와, 진짜 많았는데 다 막상 들려주려고 하니까 너무 못하겠다. So, so I mean, there's a can't seem to find it. So this one is called Sitting on Top of the World. Oh hey. So this song is it's just like a song that I found the beat to it, and I just kind of made like a rough draft over it, and it was just for fun. Like I wasn't like planning on releasing this, but it's just I liked the beat that I found in the internet, and but it's called Sitting on Top of the World. Oh hey. Please cover Queen's songs. Queen songs. I like Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody. I remember listening to Bohemian Rhapsody when I was in primary school. 초등학교 때 들었는데 it was very mind blowing because I didn't expect the last part to come out where it's Thunderbolt of Lightning, very frightening. 근데 노래가 나름 어렵더라고요. 높아가지고. Queen Bohemian Rhapsody. I wonder if there's like a drop key to it. They have an instrumental? Oh, they have a lower key, I guess. Yeah. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to look at the lyrics. Is this the right key? Right key 아닌가? So this one, I think I gotta find the right key for this. If you want, I can definitely cover this song, but that's because it's Queen. There's a few songs that I used to love listening to and singing along to in the shower. 항상 샤워할 때 맨날 자주 막 했던 노래들이 되게 많아요. 근데 항상 그런 노래들을 할 때마다 장난식으로 맨날 불러가지고 막 샤워해서 나와 샤워를 거의 한 1시간씩 했죠. 노래 부르느라. I'm trying to remember one of the songs that I used to sing to in the shower. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, 진짜. It was actually Justin Timberlake's song. You know, you have these songs that you sing specifically in the shower. Wow, what was it? 뭐였더라? Justin Timberlake. Because I remember at that time, like Justin Timberlake was doing a lot of songs, and this song just came out a lot. 뭐였더라 그때? Oh yeah, it was oh it was Senorita. Yeah, that's the one. I think it was Senorita. Yeah. 와 진짜 오랜만이다 이거. 이거를 제가 중학교 때 그렇게 샤워해서 그렇게 많이 불렀어요.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you. He's a friend of mine. Yes, yes, I am. And he goes by the name.
Oh, memories.
Justin. Whoa. All the way from Memphis, Tennessee. And he got something special for y'all tonight.
Wow,
Sing a
memories.
song for y'all about this girl. Come in right here. Yeah. Come on.
On that sunny day, didn't know I'd meet such a beautiful girl walking down the street. Seen those bright brown eyes with tears coming down. She deserves a crown, but where is it now? Mama, listen, senorita, I feel for you. You deal with things that you don't have to. He doesn't love you, I can tell by his charms. But you can feel this real love with you just playing mind fast in my mind. Girl, won't you slow it down? If we carry on this way, these things might leave the ground. How would you like to fly? That summer queen should high. But you still deserve the crown. Hasn't it been found? Mama, listen.
진짜 너무. So every time I got to this part, my mom would be like, get out of the shower, get out of the shower. 학교 가야 된다고, 집 나오라고. 맨날 이러는데, 이 부분 때. 진짜 너무 웃기다. 아, 추억이 많네요. So there's a lot of songs that I had a lot of fun singing in the shower, as you can tell. I never really like sung it 뭐 제대로 불러본 적이 없어가지고 혼자 막 장난치면서 무슨 노래방 있는 것처럼. So as if I was like singing it in the karaoke or something. And then always at that part, my mom would be like, "Oh, you come out." Oh, it's a little different from what my key of singing, so it's a bit different. There's a lot of songs, you know. You sing Zombie Pop in the shower. That's good. I love Zombie Pop. Well, I definitely love you too. Lori's fine. I love The Neighborhood. I think The Neighborhood, what was it? It's definitely up my lane. The album I really liked. Oh yeah, Wiped Out. It's a good album. Bon Jovi. Mother song. I love it. Is Dope Lovers gonna have an MV? Lori sings in the shower too. I remember I used to like sing, I used to like Maroon 5 when they first came out. I think it was around when I was in primary school. Maroon 5도 초등학교 때 나왔으니까 그때 많이 들었죠. 그때 초등학교 때도 항상 샤워 안에서 노래 불렀어요. Maroon 5. I used to sing a lot of Maroon 5 when I was in the shower, when I was in primary school. Yeah. Especially like Sunday morning and stuff. Well, this love has taken you down. Well, I would sing like Sunday morning. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers show some skin. So I used to love Coldplay too. Oh yeah. Yeah, though I think that their older songs were a lot better. I don't know, maybe like 나도 그런 소리 들을까? 나도 나중에 앨범 냈을 때 옛날 말투 앨범만큼은 안 좋다 이런 소리 들을까? What if it happens to me? Like what if later on the songs that I make, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, you know, it wasn't as good as how it used to be. But I feel I don't really like think too much of that, you know. I just I see that a lot, you know, but I think it's kind of inevitable sometimes. Like I always realize every artist, their songs that they make, the first album and stuff, it's kind of like their prime, where before it gets tainted by everything else. So I always feel like everyone's like first album is kind of like their, like it's their original core sound, you know. But who knows, you know? What if later on, like my songs turn out like this? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Goodness me, it's a lot. drop my playlist. 요즘엔 제가 뭘 들을까? 내가 요즘에 듣는 게 I listen to a lot of songs. I don't know. I have such a wide range. I just don't know what I really listen to. I fit the mold. Maybe So there's a song called "Sitting on Top of the World." Oh hey, I like this song because it's what I was meant to make this song about. 이 노래가 Sitting on top of the world. Oh hey, 지구 위에 앉아서 앉아있다. 안녕? 아, 해석이 너무 이상한데? 그런 걸 상상했어요. I imagined, have you seen Little Prince? Like the boy stepping on the world, but there's like a chair, a bench, and there's a person that's deaf and blind. Sorry, not blind, just deaf. And he can't speak or express, but he's sitting next to, you know, the girl of his dreams, or this person that takes care of him, but he really loves this person. But he's deaf and he has a very hard time relaying those words or expressing it. So he does it all through his imagination. And in his imagination, he talks to her, like he says the things that he would tell her if he could speak. So, you know, it's a song about that. And he's sitting on top of the world because he feels like he's on top of the world when he sits next to her. And yeah, it's just like a very special moment for him. And and visually it's like he's on top of a globe and she's sitting there and she's just talking on the phone. And he's just sitting there and he doesn't say a word, but you can hear him singing, you know. This one's called "Sitting on Top of the Water." I don't think I'm gonna release this, so I just
Sitting on top of the world away. Don't know what to say.
Would it be okay if I could just sit here?
Sitting on top of the world away.
We don't have to say anything to be clear. You can stare up at the skies, or just look me in the eyes. I really don't care.
You know it's got you this far. Sitting on top of the world. You know it's got you this far.
Would it be okay if I could just be with you? I promise I won't make too much noise. We can run outside the front door. Just don't look back.
I'll take you far from this place.
yeah. So that's a song that was called "Sitting on Top of the World." Oh hey, and like I said, it's meant to be something that was very visual, and it's kind of like looking out. And I just kind of wanted to encompass that feeling, you know. So yeah, I mean that's that. So 오늘은 그냥 노래 진짜 안 쓴 노래들 다 여기까지 공개하는 거 여기까지 그만해야 될 것 같아. 이러다가 맞아요. So yeah. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about what else I kind of listen to. Tame Impala, love that. I honestly, a lot of my favorite songs are, for people that know me, they know I like a lot of songs from way back, like Electric Lights Orchestra, like the Bee Gees, a bit of oldie, like Akadaka, AC/DC, man, like AFI. Yeah, I'm a bit of a, I like a lot of old stuff. Electric Lights Orchestra they have to probably be my favorite. Yellow가 제가 제일 Electric Lights Orchestra가 진짜 초등학교 때부터 가장 좋아했던 아티스트예요, 저는. 그러니까 이 사람들한테 너무 영감을 많이 받고, ELO, so Electric Lights Orchestra. The Killers, I love The Killers. 특히나 there's a song called The Diary of Horace the Wimp. It's still one of my favorite songs. It's, yeah, Mr. Blue Sky is a good song. So this is 이건 초등학교 때부터 들어와가지고 너무나 좋아했던. It's called Diary of Horace the Wimp, and some of you guys know I played this song before. I love this song so much.
Late again today. He'd be in trouble, though he'd say he was sorry. He'd have to hurry out to the bus. Tuesday. Horace was so sad. He never had a girl that he could care for. And if it was late once more, he'd be out. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I love this song. 너무 좋아. Nirvana, love Nirvana. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, of course. This one is called The Diary of Horace Wimp, and that's the person that he plays. It's talking about a diary that goes from Monday all the way throughout the week, and it's crazy because in that time span, it's like it goes through this whole process of loving a girl, confessing to her, and then marrying her at the end, and it becomes like this happy ending story. But I also like these like lovey-dovey stuff, but I also kind of liked Alone Again by Gilbert Sullivan. Yeah, that's a good song too. Love from India. Love you guys back. Yeah, Shaka repeat it. It's ELO, and it's called The Diary of Horace Wimp. It's a good song. My Chemical Romance. Yeah, I love My Chemical Romance. I used to listen to My Chemical Romance, yeah. Helena was a good song. The Ghost of You was my favorite song, though.
I never said I'd lie and wait forever. If I died, we'd be together. I can't
But you know, back then it was. 그때는 뭐 this was like the era, so I mean, everyone. I'm sure everyone had their like pop rock emo type of. I loved Panic at the Disco. Bring Me the Horizon. Love them too. Yeah, I love it. Trust me, man. I used to be like a metalcore fan. Like I used to love hardcore metal. I used to listen to Terror, Madball. I used to listen to a lot of punk too, like the Ramones, Rancid, you know, Misfits, you name it. I love Radiohead. Sum 41, yeah, more pop punk. Taking Back Sunday, definitely. The Used, you name it. I still listen to August Burns Red. Pretty sure you guys know that. System of a Down, Paramore. 죄송해요. 한국말 가끔씩 섞을게요. 저는 어렸을 때 저는 예술학교를 다녀가지고 진짜 중학교 때 제가 헤비메탈 밴드가 있었어요. 그때 막 심지어 노래까지도 있었고 그때 공연 같은 것도 되게 많이 했고 그래서 막 그때 헤비메탈 하다가 이제 재즈로 넘어갔어요. So after I did heavy metal, I went to jazz. 그래가지고 약간 좀 음악 제가 아직까지 좀 즐겨 듣는 스타일들이 약간 좀 헤비메탈적인 건데 뭐 저는 헤비메탈 들으면 약간 좀 마음이 가라앉아요. 좀 이해하기 좀 힘드실 수도 있겠지만 진짜 사실이에요. 힘내라고요? 감사합니다. 힘은 항상 여러분들 덕분에 냅니다. I love Suicide Silence, but I went heavier than Suicide Silence. Suicide Silence was like I love Job for a Cowboy, Waking the Cadaver. It was very grind metal back then. They did a lot of pig squeals and stuff like that. I can't do pig squeals. I don't know how they do that. It's crazy. 저도 사랑합니다. 네. 그래서 뭐 어렸을 때는 진짜 음악에 너무 푹 빠져 살았고 지금도 그렇고 사실 그때 제가 초등학교 때 음악에 빠져가지고 그때는 CD 플레이어 뭐 MP3도 아닌 테이프 카세트 플레이어였죠. 그거를 맨날 주머니 이따만한 거를 들고 조그만 애가 학교 다니면서 화장실 가가지고 몰래 듣고 노래들 그때 들었던 노래가 Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. Man, back in primary school, we didn't have CD players or MP3s. We had I had like a cassette player, and I was listening to songs that my dad and my mom used to listen to, and that was I used to like in primary school, elementary. I used to 조그만 애기였죠. 예, 맞아요. 그 진짜 어렸을 땐 키도 제일 작았어요. 제 키 약간 진짜 너무 항상 표정은 항상 이랬어요. 뭐가 그렇게 행복했는지 모르겠지만 항상 웃고 있었어요. 전. 근데 그때 제가 뭐였냐? 예. I went to the toilet and I would be like, Miss, can I go to the toilet? And she'd be like, yes. And I'll take my cassette player, very secretly, and I go in and I just like listen to it. And I lied to them that I needed to go to the toilet, obviously. And I listened to like one song and then like I go back into class. 저는 그때 초등학교 때 아직도 기억나는 게 초등학교 때 되게 올드한 노래들을 많이 들었어요. 방금 들린 것처럼 왜냐면 아무래도 이제 엄마 아빠 노래들이어가지고 근데 전 그 노래도 너무 좋아가지고 그때 기억나는 게 3학년 4학년인가 그때 친구들한테 들려줬어요. 신나가지고 또 순수하니까 이런 감정을 뭔가 공유를 하고 싶어서 이제 들려준 기억이 있는데 친구들이 막 그거 뭐야 이게 너무 이상해 하고 처음으로 진짜 상처 받아봐가지고 그때부터 이제 말을 아껴야 되겠다. 약간 이런 걸 진짜 일찍 배웠죠. 저는 말도 아끼고 뭔가 이렇게 그런 것도 아끼고. So what I said was, I remember when I was in primary school, and because you're young, you don't really know anything. So I would take my cassette player and I would take it to school, and I was in year 4, year 3, and I had like a lot of old like pop, like which was like ABBA, the Bee Gees, ELO, like what I just let you listen to. I used to love that because obviously the songs were from my mom and my dad's like past childhood as well, teen life for them. But I remember I'd bring it and I'll let my friends listen to it in year 3 or 4, and they'll like start making fun of me because at that time, like I think Spice Girls and like I think that was like you know, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, like 그런 것들이 더 인기가 많아가지고 it was the mainstream stuff, Spice Girls and whatever. So they'll make fun of my like ABBA songs. They'll make fun of my Beatles songs. And I was like this small little boy, and I think that was the first time I got crushed mentally, and I think it's the first time I got like burnt. And I let them listen to it like because I wanted to share it. But even Daft Punk came out when I was in primary school, and that was like the first CD I ever bought. It was the Discovery CD, and Daft Punk just released Discovery, and it was a sensation for me. I remember listening to One More Time like that when I was 5학년 때인가 6학년 때인가. I listened to that, and I was so shocked. I was so mind blown because I never heard anything like that. And he was just repeating one more time, but it just kept building and building, and I didn't know how to feel. And then I listened to Digital Lovers, which was on the same album, and that like took me out. Like that song 어렸는데 Digital Lovers라는 노래를 5학년 때 들었는데 그 노래가 너무나 가사도 그렇고 사람을 상상하게 만드는 거예요. 애기를, 조그만 애를 뭘 안다고 사랑에 대해서. 근데 그런 애까지를 막 상상하게 만드니까 미쳐버리는 거예요, 저는. 그래서 그 노래만 계속 반복적으로 들었어요. I loved Digital Lovers so much, and I didn't know anything about love. I still don't. But I remember listening to this song, and I was like this little kid, like, and I had the craziest like fantasy of like what love might feel like. 근데 이 노래 진짜 너무 어렸을 때 생각이 나. Brings me back. It's very nostalgic.
Last night I had a dream about you. In this dream I'm dancing right beside you, and it looked like everyone was having fun. The kind of feeling I waited so long. Don't
어쨌든 이 노래가 제 초등학교 때 시절을 만들어준 노래고 그 다음에 and then after that I listened to Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger and that was a mind-blowing song for me. And then where it like really like the album sold for me was Something About Us. I remember hearing that 이 이상한 소리를 처음 들었을 때 너무 충격적이어가지고 초등학교 때 계속 반복했어요. 한 200번씩 300번씩 집에 와가지고 조그만 게. 그래서 할머니가 싫어! 그래서 맨날 이러고 그러면 헤드폰 끼고 그때는 이어폰이 되게 안 좋았어요. They didn't have good earphones back then. So I had like these headphones that like big ones. So I listened to that. And then I remember when my auntie first bought me a CD player, like a portable CD player. Sony. And 그것도 너무 신기했고. And then I was so happy because I could finally I don't have to like come home all the time to listen to it. I can like actually listen to it outside. 이만했어요. It was pretty big. It was round. It was silver. But that was the first CD player. 그걸 처음 받았는데 너무 행복했던 게 이제는 뭔가 집에서만 굳이 안 들어도 되고 뭔가 밖에 나가면서도 들을 수 있다는 게 너무 신세계였던 거죠. 근데 다만 안 좋았던 게 The only problem though is 그거를 걸을 때마다 스키프가 돼요, 노래가. The song, so I put that big CD player in my pocket and I would like walk. But then the problem with CD players back then is when you walk, like it skips. It goes like 막 I wish it 하고 막 it just skips like songs. 그래서 so 스키핑이 너무 심하게 돼서 걸을 때마다 이 뭐라 해야지? 이것 때문에 뭐라 해야 되냐? 반동? 모르겠어요. 한국말로. 근데 그래서 항상 그 노래를 듣기 위해서 I like carried it like this. And I like walked very slowly. Because I wanted to listen to the full song. So I like carry it. And I was just like, I'll walk like this. And I'll be like listening to the song. I'm like. 그래서 항상 그거를 반동 맞아요. 감사합니다. 그거 노래를 제가 좀 완벽하게 듣기 위해서 항상 이렇게 들고 이렇게 천천히 걸었어요. 그래서 되게 재밌었어요. MP3 쓸 때는 제가 그때 중학교로 넘어가는 시절이었죠. 그때는 막 락 같은 걸 많이 들었어요. Red Hot Chili Peppers. 감사합니다. Jazz 많이 고 like New Jobbies was I love listen to fusion jazz, alternative rock, just jazz in general. MP3 담았을 때는 my favorite I guess jazz group was called D-Faz, and 얘네가 너무 좋았어요. So this is one of my favorite songs that I used to listen to in middle school. This is when I had a MP3, and this is called this is from D-Faz, but this is a group that my auntie used to like. And the song's called Death by Chocolate. It sounds like a good way to die. Not that one, sorry. 이게 저녁에 들으면 너무 좋았어.
Right, I just want to do one more close-up.
This was one of my favorite songs. 중학교 때 너무 좋아했던 노래였고 이거를 맨날 들었어요. 이 D-Faz. So D-Faz, the albums are just amazing. Death by Chocolate albums are really, really good. Oh, this one brings back so much memories.
I must admit I'm getting tired of sitting on my cloud.
That one's called Sabbatical by D-Faz, and it was also very high up in what I used to listen to. So D-Faz was a fusion jazz fusion that I really, really liked at the time. Moby was also what I loved listening to. 모비라는 친구가 아니죠. 약간 모비라는 그분 아티스트도 너무나 좋아했고, Moby, I remember like 모비 같은 경우는 I loved Moby and Jamiroquai. 얘네 둘이가 romantic production. Moby and Jamiroquai. 이분들이 그러니까 되게 자주 들었어요. I loved the way he structured his songs, where it like builds up and you have another layer of songs coming in, another layer of instrumentals, another. 약간 약간 되게 데프트 펑크랑 되게 비슷한 맥락인데 약간 그 노래 스트럭처적인 게 뭔가 계속 추가되는 하나 세션 되게 심플한데 그 추가되는 게 너무 뭔가 노래를 너무 완벽하게 이렇게 다듬어주는 과정이라고 해야 되나? 그러니까 너무 좋았어요. 빌드업이. So I think I fell in love with how songs build up. So 제 노래 No Silhouette도 so even my song No Silhouette that is kind of in that it's very inspired by that idea of building on building and building, and it just but the layer that it builds to, it creates such a it just draws you in and it's very hypnotic. Daft Punk does that very well. I think Moby does that really good too. 그러니까 그 레이어링이 너무 좋아요. 너무 좋아요. 그래서 뭐 예를 들면 모비의 노래
honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hop at my back.
Simple.
Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime my honey come back. Sometime I'm on a red back
drums
jack.
come in.
Sometime I get a hop at my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime my honey come back.
Another layer.
I'm on a red back jack. Sometime I get a hop at my back. Sometime I'm going over here. Sometime my honey come back.
Another layer. 너무 좋아. This one's called Honey. It's the first song on his album Play, which was the first album that I bought CD-wise with my own money in primary school. Yeah. And this song is good, so good. 너무 This song's so Why Does My Heart Feel So Bad? It's a very depressing song, but this song also blew my mind when I first heard it.
Why does my heart
It's so good.
feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad?
Oh, and then the
Why does my heart feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart
bass.
feel so bad? Why does my soul feel so bad? Why does my heart
And then it builds up and it has like a voice that he It's so good. So simple, but it's just so effective. And at that time, you know, it was kind of like the gateway or the meta to how music in general, fusion was evolving. I think it was definitely pioneers. I think at the time, and obviously Jamiroquai, like, you know. He was just a genius himself. I get a lot of inspiration with the characters playing in a certain role as an artist from Jamiroquai as well. Like, he iconized the hats, you know. But each hat, every single time, I felt like he carried a different persona every time he wore, you know, according to how he dressed or how he wore. And you know, the funk production on this was just insane. The reason why I really liked Little L at that time, 초등학교 때 내가 왜 이걸 되게 좋아했냐면, it reminded me of the instrumentals that they used, like the little bass, the bass and everything, how they played around with that. It reminded me a lot about Daft Punk's Something About Us. You'll know what I mean. This, like, I didn't know at the time as a kid that was just like how they plucked the guitars and, you know, like you used all that type of I guess I didn't know any techniques about how music came about or how instruments were played, so I just kind of relayed sounds. If you listen to the production on this, it's insane. 이것도 there's layers to this.
Yeah, you were freaking out, trying to get your head around the fact that me and you in love is dead. See how I'm tripping now, 'cause I can't decide what you really want from me. Why does it have to be like this?
You see the
I can never tell. 'Cause you make me love you, baby. There's a little love.
뭐 그래서 약간 이런 거를 되게 진짜 너무 어렸을 때 진짜 들었을 때 너무 이게 저한테는 너무 충격이어가지고 맨날 들었어요. And I love the song. The reason why I like this as well is how they release it during the highlight, the bridge. Oh, this part. love the synth.
We love you. Never let you know. That's the way you make me love you, yeah.
It's so spacey. Oh, and the strings. Sorry, I think I'm ranting right now. But I just have a very strong appreciation for layerings of songs and certain instrumentals and the melodies, how if they add on to each other and they create like a mood that makes you feel something, I'm all for it, you know. Sigur Rós, I think they're Icelandic. Actually, I'm not too sure. Correct me, Greenland or Iceland? I'm not too sure. But 얘네들도 너무나 진짜 그 레이어